The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
Beginning tomorrow at sundown, our Jewish neighbors will begin the observance of Passover, a time of remembrance of the mighty act of God, delivering God's people from the bonds of slavery. For our Christian neighbors, this past Sunday began a week-long time of preparation for Easter called Holy Week. During this week, Christians reflect on the significance of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. As we acknowledge these, let us bow our heads in prayer. Almighty and ever-living God, throughout time, you free the oppressed. You heal the sick. You make whole all that you have made. Look with compassion on the world wounded by our thoughtless acts and careless neglect. By your power, restore us to wholeness of life. We pray your blessing upon our work this day. And at the close of this day, I ask your traveling mercies upon all as they go to their families. Amen.
The chaplain for today is the Reverend Grady St. Dennis, our own house chaplain. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The clerk will take the roll. The clerk will close the roll. A quorum. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal from the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 87th session, 2012, 100th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Wednesday, April 4th, 2012.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. The gentleman from Carver, for what purpose do you rise?
Mr. Speaker, I think this would fall under privilege of the House.
State your privilege of the House.
Mr. Speaker, it is my privilege and the House's privilege to have distinguished visitors here from Peru. And I'm going to tell a little bit about them and why they're here this morning. For the whole month of April, we are going to have the House, the Senate, and the Governor's Office are going to be participating with the American Council of Young Political Leaders in a Legislative Fellows program. And I'm here to introduce the 3 fellows that we have from Peru. I will speak briefly about ACYPL and then introduce our fellows, and we'll go from there. ACYPL, the American Council for Young Political Leaders, is a bipartisan organization that, together with the partners around the world, other countries, design unique international educational exchanges for young elected political and policy leaders. Each U.S.-based and international program provides in-depth exploration of the governance, politics, policy-making, bilateral relations, culture, and geographic diversity of the host country. Participants are provided opportunities to strengthen their personal leadership and public diplomacy skills and enhance their understanding of international relations. ACYPL's mission is to promote mutual understanding, respect, and friendship, and to cultivate long-lasting relationships among next-generation leaders. This mission has never been more vital and more promising. We are fortunate to be hosting a delegation of ACYPL exchange participants from Peru during this month. And as I said earlier, we will have 1 fellow here. There will be 1 working with the Senate and 1 with the administration. And if I could get the 3 of you to stand up, I'll do a brief introduction. First, we have Mai Arreola, who is currently a political consultant. But prior to that, he worked for the Labor Ministry in Peru. Filiberto Cueva, who is a coach of youth leaders and a promoter of youth organizations in the municipality of Lima, and Patricia Lozado, who is an attorney and a law professor at the Universidad San Martin de Flores. Members, could you please stand with me and welcome our delegation from Peru.
Thank you, Representative Hoppe. Reports of standing committees and divisions. A copy of this order of business has been placed on each member's desk. If there is no objection, the reports will be adopted. Hearing no objections, the reports are adopted. Introduction of bills. The following House files have been offered for introduction today. The Chief Clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction and first reading of House Files 2994 through 2998.
First reading. The gentleman from Washington, Majority Leader Dean.
Mr. Speaker, I'd move a recess to the call of the chair until 11:45 a.m.
Leader Dean moves recess to the call of the chair approximately 11:45 a.m. The lady from Hennepin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will Representative Dean yield for a question?
The gentleman from Washington will yield. The lady from Hennepin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative Dean, can you give us a roadmap for what you think the rest of the day might look like, what bills we're going to be taking up, and when you think we might conclude for the day?
Leader Dean.
Mr. Speaker, Representative Hillstrom, we're going to be caucusing. I'm assuming the DFL will also be caucusing. We have calendar bills as well as fiscal calendar bills. I know that Representative Fabian has asked repeatedly for his bill to be heard on the implements of husbandry. That could very well come up this afternoon.
The lady from Hennepin.
Mr. Speaker, the DFL will caucus immediately during the recess.
To the motion for recess to the call of the chair, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion prevails. The House will stand in recess.